In this video, I'm going to make a mantlet for tabletop gaming out of wood. Previously, I made a mantlet using crooked staff terrain printed textures, see the linked video, and this time I'm going to make one from actual wood. Mostly I'm going to use wooden coffee stirrers for this. Try to find ones that are not warped or bent. I'm going to stain the wood after everything is assembled, as this allows the stain to pool in places that would naturally attract dirt. I'm also using a piece of cocktail stick. I'm making the mantlet 5 stir sticks across. Unless you want a larger central hole, you want an odd number of sticks to place the hole in the middle. I'm also doubling the wood thickness for the main body and the wheels. You can use a single row, but this way adds strength. For most of the measurements, I'm just using the cutting board rather than a ruler, and I'm cutting the stirrers with kitchen shears, then giving them a light sand with an Emory board. Nine pieces are cut at 1.5 inches long, 4 at 1 inch long, 2 at 3/8 of an inch, 2 at 1/2 inch, 1 at 5/8 of an inch, and 2 at 3/4 of an inch. I used a 3mm hole punch to punch 2 small discs. I cut 12 pieces about 3/4 of an inch long, and 2 longer lengths, which I then split in 2. These are being used for the wheels, so we're not cut as exactly or sanded. A 3/4 inch length of cocktail stick was also cut. I'm using wood glue for the entire build. Wood glue works well with wood, and that is what is being used in this build. A good wood glue also dries surprisingly fast. I'm working on baking paper so that the parts don't stick if there is any excess glue. I'm making the double pieces that will be used for the wheels. I add a thin line of glue to one, stick another to it, then add a third. Then I glue the other 3 pieces on top at 90 degrees and leave it to set. First, I glue together 2 of the 1.5 inch pieces. I do that with 8 pieces so that I have 4 large uprights. I next do the same with the 2 3/8 inch pieces and the 2 3/4 inch pieces. Once those are set, I glue them together. I add a thin line of wood glue on the surface where they touch, gluing together 2 longer lengths, then adding the 2 smaller ones to make the central hole, and finishing off with the last 2 longer lengths. Next, I take 3 of the 1 inch lengths and glue one flush with the bottom of the mantlet, the bottom being the longer length beneath the hole. I then glue another just above the top of the hole and a third just below the hole. On the other side of the mantlet, I glue the 2 1/2 inch lengths, one above and one below the hole. For the wheels, I first cut off the excess wood with kitchen shears. I then draw a circle on each wheel using a 14mm stencil, then use the same shears to cut out the wheel. Once cut, I lightly sand the edges of the wheels. Next, I glue the 3mm discs in the centre of each wheel. I then glue 2 of the split in 2 lengths to each wheel on each side of the disc, having them run at 90 degrees to the sticks that make up the wheel's body. I then glue the 5/8 of an inch piece to the back of the mantlet so that it's touching the bottom horizontal and at 90 degrees to the main body. The 1.5 inch long piece is stuck to the back in the middle of the ledge. Once set, the final inch-long piece is stuck to the back with one end just above the second cross piece and the other to the 1.5 inch long piece. Then the cocktail stick is stuck to the end of the 1.5 inch long piece. For the wheels, I trim off the excess from the pieces that stick over the edge and give the edges a light sand. I then stick the wheels to the main body, lining it up so that the dot representing the axle is roughly at the bottom of the mantlet. Once everything is dried, I then cover the entire mantlet with a homemade brown wash. Want to help support the channel? Then please like, comment, subscribe, share, join our Patreon, or buying through the Amazon or drive-through links below helps support the channel at no cost to you.